Hey guys, how are you guys doing? It's your girl TSA. Nobody bother, you know the vibes, you know how I do it on here. If this is your first time here, welcome, babies. Please subscribe, hit the subscribe button. It will really mean a lot to me. This year, we're starting fresh, new beginnings, a new vibe, a new Paula, a new TSA. And my returning subscribers, how are you guys, TSA gang? How are you guys doing? Hope you're good. I am great. From the title of the video, guys, you already know what's up. You already know where I am. Right now, I'm filming in Nigeria in my house. But when this video goes up, I would be in UK. I'm going to be a UK baby. Make sure you stay tuned to this video if you're planning on relocating or anything like that, so you would know what I did not know. Even as I watched the videos, I still did not know that it was going to be this intense. It wasn't easy. I applied in September and I'm going in January. I applied for September. I was meant to go in September and I'm going in January. So I'm going to tell you how that wasn't possible for me to go in September. And without further ado, let's get into the business of today's video. This has been a long time coming, right from when I was in secondary school. I always knew I was going to do my master's. Like, I'm the first child of my parents, but like it was already in my head that, oh, when I'm done with secondary school, university, NYSC, I was going to do my master's like immediately. So I was meant to so the first process I did in all this was I started in February. I think in January, when I went to get my passport, and that went pretty easy because I was renewing my passport. I went to the immigrations office in Abuja, and it was pretty easy. But like, I'm going to put a clip here talking about like my experience in the immigrations, whatever. Like, just watch this video explaining my experience. Hey guys, so yeah, you guys saw that video of me, that clip of me when I was crying. This vlog is going to be up when I finally travel out of the country to the UK for my masters. I was crying because, let me just give you a quick backstory. I went to the immigration. I'm just coming back from like immigration. I went to renew my passport. So yeah, at the gate, I didn't know I was meant to show before like you get into like their whatever into the place. I didn't know you meant to show them at the gate, the main gate, your appointment slip. Like, I totally forgot, like a while of waiting and stuff. They just told me that okay, we should turn do as if we're going to outside back home and shit like that. So immediately we turned and now saw that, oh, I actually have the appointment slip. Okay, let me show these guys. That's how I went to show him. Oh, he told me that, didn't he tell me to turn, blah 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 blah. I was like, but he told me to tell me to send, and they have sent it. Like, they have sent it. That's how this man just said me, I'm raising my voice at him. Like, I hate when I'm not rude and people make it seem like I'm rude. Because when I'm rude, I'm rude. So when I'm not rude, I obviously know I'm not rude. And I know I didn't raise my voice at him. That this man said that is not how to talk to a man. Please, please, one thing I hate, I'm very big on feminism. So don't come, people are just so archaic with their thinking. Please, what way do I talk to a man and what way should I talk to a woman? I believe we're all equal, right? So he was like, that is not the way. How would you talk to a man like that? Blah, blah, blah. So if it was your woman colleague, it's fine if I shout at her. It's fine if I raise my voice at her. And I'm very, very teary right now because I'm like ovulating. So like my emotions are like heightened. So for some useless reasons, I started crying. Not in front of him. I just went back into the car. I started crying because like he told me to wait until they are ready to allow me back inside. Just imagine you paying with your money for passport and they're like shouting at you and treating you like a kid. Not me though, but people. Once I entered, everything was easy for me. But like at that gate, I didn't understand what was happening. So sure, this clip will obviously go up when I travel. Yeah, later this year. Bye, bye guys. So after that day, I think few weeks later, I got my passport, and I embarked on like looking for like a university. I always knew I was going to apply for Coventry University in the UK, but I wanted to also apply for other schools just to be on the safe side. So I applied for University of Hertfordshire, University of Salford is in Manchester. I also applied for there was also another school that I applied for. I'm not really sure right now. Coventry. I didn't get a response from University of Hertfordshire. I don't know why. I got a response from the other university. I wasn't accepted. I think I wasn't even serious with the application. That's why I didn't put like my ginger into that one. Then I also applied for University of Salford. We had to after like the first stage, there was an interview stage where I'll talk about like why I'm applying for that course and everything. I did that. I sent the video to them, and I got the admission and everything. But my mind was set on Coventry University, so I was still waiting for Coventry University's approval. Finally, it came, and I got Coventry University. I applied for public relations and global journalism, and I got it. And it was for the September. This is December, right? So it was for the September 2023 journey. After I got my Coventry University, I submitted like my documents. They told me to write like a personal statement. When you're writing your personal statement, make sure that it's something that it's about you. They don't care. They don't want to know so many things. You just have to relate everything to why you're studying that course. Talking about yourself, your hobbies. They just want to know you. So just be very, very comfortable when you're writing it. Make just write it yourself. Don't even give anybody to write. Make sure you write it yourself. It's like even my personal statement, I even wrote that I like David Doe, I like this, I like Afrobeat. I was just really talking about why I would really want to be admitted into their university. That's for your before you get your admission. So after that, I submitted my WAEC. Make sure your WAEC you collect it, your original WAEC certificate, your passport and everything. Just make sure everything is ready. You have to make sure you have your transcript and everything. After that, my school sent me my offer letter, and I was meant to make like an initial deposit before I get my CAS. My CAS is confirmation of acceptance for study, something like that. Sha. That is the full meaning. But like before you can be able to apply for your visa, you need to have your CAS. So like that cast was my main problem at some point because that was the reason why I could not go in September because like my cast had like there were so many things and I'm going to talk about it. So um when I made the initial deposit, I finally got my cast. I got my cast like in I think in June I got my cast, sorry, in June. So like on my cast you would have to like submit your tuberculosis test. I didn't even know that the tuberculosis test was even compulsory just because I didn't have experience. And now things are more strict. So you have to be very, 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 very meticulous. You have to be guided. You cannot just do anyhow because they're going to pick up on any mistake. So make sure you do not make any mistake. In my class, I think they asked me for like a reference letter. Yeah. So I had to like speak to my lecturer, Dr. Abba, on a letterhead. There has to be like your school letterhead on that letter. It's not just an ordinary letter with a watermark. I don't know how they say that thing, but like water signature as per they want the signature to show that okay, yes, someone actually signed it. There's a tuberculosis center in Abuja. Yeah, it's in Asokoro. I went very early in the morning. I was one of the first people to get there. Then I stood on the line. I was number 6, and unluckily for me, I wasn't with my passport. I just thought, okay, the scan is on my phone, and they're going to use it. That was very dumb of Misha. But like, I now had to go from Asokoro. Asokoro is not so far from my house, but it's not so close. So there's no way I was going to go back and come back, and I was going to still be number 6. So when I got home and I ran back there, I was number 100. And that 100, they had to put me in front because, oh, they were like, oh, she was here before. Luckily for me. When you go for the tuberculosis test, they're going to do like your biometrics, where they take your pictures, your fingerprint. Then you go for your x-ray. Then after your x-ray, you talk to the doctor. Then you go upstairs, you wait for some few minutes, maybe 30 minutes. Then your certificate would be ready. It has an expiry date. I think it has like maybe 6 months whatever before it expires. And you also have to have your certificate. I did not, I had like a deadline, and that time I didn't know that, oh, this deadline was serious. So I had to go to Zaria. If you notice, there was a time, if people were very, very, very keen, I wasn't talking about my process at all, but like if you look at some of my previous videos, you'll see there was a time that I hurriedly went to Zaria and to collect my certificate. And when I got to Zaria, they were like, oh, my certificate is not ready. They did put, I wasn't part of the people that they made their certificates ready for the month. And I was like, what the hell? Norm had my friend's certificate was ready, but me that needed it the most, my certificate was not ready at all. So I had to like go back to Abuja, praying and hoping that my certificate was ready, because I had to submit it. I was given a deadline of August, and it was already getting to like the deadline 3 4 weeks, that's a month. My certificate was ready. And know how to before I collected it. Sha, it was a whole long process before I collected it, but luckily for me, I collected the certificate. And yeah, you also have to have your proof of funds, and it has to show a 28 days mark. Yes, I'm going to put every single thing here in case I don't remember some of the things I uploaded, and every all these things I'm listing. If you want to apply for a school in UK, you have to have it. I think almost all schools give cards. I'm not so sure, but I'm sure of UK schools. I think all schools give cards, especially when you want to apply for a student visa. Because of this whole certificate problem, everything, my grandma died and everything around that time too, and it was already like August, second week of August, and we were meant to resume in September on September 4th. I decided to defer my admission till September. Took it in good faith. I was jobless for a long time. I know people were asking me, "Oh, do you want? Can I look for? I can you submit your CVs and everything?" And I kept saying, I'm just dusty. I'm just jobless." So, but like I was actually preparing for this. I was jobless. It was like a long 3 4 months of having nothing to do, always been at home. I was getting depressed. I was looking for even something small, but I knew nobody would want to employ me when they knew I would soon be leaving. So I didn't want to bother. I'm really happy that I was able to stay during that mark, because I was able to bond better with my family, my friends, and every single person around me. I was able to bond better, go out, just have a good time. Like I had a good time from September down to December. After that, few weeks in November, they are sending me. And mind you, because I deferred, I had to start my CAS process again, the whole proof of funds, every single thing. And I started this whole journey when um pounds to naira was just like 700 naira. But right now, a pound is 1,500. So you should imagine how it has been very, 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 it just happened. Like the whole money maybe you calculated now has to go way up, because the equivalent is not the same anymore. I've already started. I can't go back. Well, I've already gone so far. A lot of money has been put into this. I can't just go back. So after some time, they now say that public relations and global journalism isn't going to be available for the 2024 January semester. So I have an option to pick another course or wait till September next year. You never know how this country, Nigeria, is. Next year now, they might ban us from going anywhere after I've gone so far. So I was just thinking, I cried a little. I even started looking at other schools that might have the course, because I really wanted to study public relations. But they gave me communications, culture, and media. So it was like broader. So I just accepted it. And yeah, I finally got my CAS. And after I got my CAS like in late November. I applied for my visa on the 4th of December, and I went for my visa interview. I didn't do an interview, I just went for my visa, like submit the documents. So when you go for your visa, whatever, to get to the whole visa process, these are the things to take. I'll put everything here. Let me know. I can't remember some things. I'm going to put every single thing on the screen. It wasn't so hard for me to come and collect it. I paid 300 naira at the visa center. They also gave me a SIM. So I was like, why are they giving me UK SIM when they're not giving me visa? So I'm like, it's like I'll get this thing. I applied for my visa maybe like Monday. Maybe I think I applied for it Monday. Then the next week Tuesday, which was 20, I'll put the date. The next week Tuesday, I got a message that, oh, my documents is ready for collection. And I went to the visa office. collected my documents. I opened them and had an approval. I had an approval and I was so happy because it just took a week. I thought it was going to take 2, 3 weeks, but it took just a week. And immediately after that, we started the process. Started getting my box, my things, like some things I needed to take. I using Air Maroc, so I have to go to Lagos. Then I'm going to Lagos on the 30th. Nobody's following me to the airport when I'm going to be traveling because I'm going to be in Lagos and I'm so sad about it. I haven't traveled, but when you're going to see this video, I'll already be in UK and I'm so sad. I've been on my bed most times by 11, 12 in the night. I'm just always sad because this is the first time I'm going to be away from my family and I went to boarding school and everything. I did school in Abuja, but like this is like the first time that I'm not going to be with them in the same vicinity. I'm so close to my mom. I'm so close to my siblings. I'm so close to my dad. I'm so close to every single person, my friends and everybody. I'm going to miss them so much. Talking about it is even making me teary. I'm not going with anybody. I'm just going to start a new life afresh and I pray it all aligns for me. I pray everything that I have in my head is going to come into fruition. I actually really want to be great. I actually want to do great things in the world. I actually want to be relevant in this world. I really want to work with great people. And I just want to put this on this space because I want to look back in the next 1, 2 years and just say, oh, Paula, TSA, you really did that with God's help and everything, God's favor on my life. And I just want to say this process was hard. I started this process in February, January, I think January, and I am just going in the next January. It took a whole year for me to finally go. But I know that God, everything works together in God's and everything works together for good at his own time. We just put everything we want on paper, but God is the one that actually makes that paper come into reality. From Lagos to Morocco, then to UK, Coventry. So yes, if you're in UK and you're seeing this video and you're cool, hit me up in the comments or DM me on Instagram for us to actually connect. And yeah, I hope this video will be helpful to anybody that would want to travel to the UK in the closest few in the nearest future. I'm going to see my relocation vlog after I drop this video. So make sure you stay tuned. My channel, we're going to be transitioning from Abuja vlog to London vlog. Make sure you stay subscribed. Make sure you turn on your post notifications. Make sure you comment, like. And yeah, I love you guys so much. I'll see you guys in my next video. Do not go anywhere. Bye.